Hey guys, welcome to your quote-unquote recovery Thursday. Today is all about getting to know kettlebells. Well, I don't know about getting to know, but certainly spending some time with. Starting with those 10 belly breaths, again, just give yourself the grace and space to take, in this case, at least 45 minutes to yourself. Once we've finished those 10 belly breaths and got ourselves in that kind of right emotional state, 400-meter run or a 500-meter row, and then any open mobility that you need to kind of get your body ready to work out today, right? Everybody's soreness and from their different strengths and weaknesses is going to be a little bit different, so do what you need to do today to be ready. When I say we're going to be spending some time with our kettlebell, I mean it. 30 minutes, guys. 30-minute AMRAP today. We're going to start with our jump rope, single unders or double unders, depending on where we're at. The workout is written as 100 double unders. If we don't have double unders yet, singles are fine. The big priority and what we want to think about is the jump of a single under. Right? When we think about physically single unders, nice straight body position, calm breathing, relaxed shoulders. Double unders is going to be the same. The difference, however, is going to be I'm going to need more air time, so I'm going to need a higher jump, and I'm going to need the rope to move faster, so faster wrist. So I typically cannot just jump right into double unders. I like to do 2 or 3 single unders to get my kind of body and my brain and my wrists talking to each other before I go into a double under. Up to you how you want to manage that. If you remember last week, we did those pigeon drills where we jumped and as we were in the air, we did a 1-2. That's a great alternative today because when we really think about double unders, yes, it's a technical movement, but the ultimate goal is to get us breathing heavy. So if the rope just slows you down and pisses you off, get rid of it. Do those penguin jumps, feet together, toes and heels together as we jump up. So you're just getting your brain and your hands communicating at the same time. 100 of those, I promise you, you'll be gassed. We're then going to go into 80 sit-ups. In my case, I've got an ab mat here at the gym. If you don't have an ab mat handy, you could roll up a towel. You could use a sweatshirt, or I'm looking at a sweatshirt over there that I could use to roll up. We're going to come through. Shoulder blades are going to touch the ground. Feet are going to butterfly open, so the bottom of my feet will come together. That will help eliminate some of that hip flexor. From here, I'm going to touch overhead. And the goal is to stack shoulder over hip in that top position. We're getting through that full range of motion. If that's too much, especially for a volume, we can come down, touch shoulder blades, and crunch up. That works too. Or if we've got dumbbells or somewhere that we can anchor our feet, a partner, a toddler that can actually sit still, they can sit on your feet and anchor your feet as well. From there, we're going to have our first movement with our kettlebell. Kettlebell swings. I'm going to place my heels outside of my hips. From there, the hip is going to go back, chest will come forward. I'm going to get soft in my knee. A soft knee is not a bent knee, meaning as I go back with the hip, I'm not squatting. Instead, hip goes back, chest comes forward. I'm just giving my hamstring some release there. I'm going to snap through my hip. Once I hit that top position, hands will take over. Goal is to have a full range of motion. Kettlebell swing for that set of 60. 6-0. So stay lighter on this if we've got that option, guys, right? Today is about time and volume, not weight. Goblet step up. I personally like to hold the bottom of the kettlebell resting the horn and kind of the meat of the kettlebell physically on my sternum. Our count is going to be total number of steps. So I'm going to plant my foot solely on that box, stepping up. 1, 2. Now, when we think about ideal height of box, a lot of people will default to that 24 or 20 inch, which is not a bad route to go. It's, however, sometimes a little more aggressive than it needs to be. When we think about we air squat, we're looking for the hip to crease the knee. When we do a step up, we're looking for that same range of motion. So hip creasing the knee. For me, I can easily get away with using a 14 or a 16 inch box versus a 20. Can I do a 20? Sure. Is it as aggressive as I need to be? No. So if you've got that wiggle room or play available, please use it. Once we've done our step ups, we're then going to come into a goblet lunge. Actually, the lunge is first. I lied. Sorry. The step up is the last movement. Our goblet lunge holding is going to be the same principle. Let that rest on our chest. From here, I'm going to step forward, trailing knee to the ground. I'm going to drive through the heel to stand back up. If we are doing a walking lunge, same idea. I'm going to lunge down, trailing knee will touch the ground. From here, I'm going to drive through the heel to stand and step forward, versus letting everything, your weight, shift into the ball of your foot and stand up from there. We want to make sure that when we stand, we drive through our heel. Good news is we've got plenty of time to perfect our movements with our kettlebell today. Remember, we're doing a 30-minute AMRAP. So a long, mental, gutted out chipper, which falls right in line with doing our Murph prep, because Murph, you're looking average 45 to 60 minutes with a lot more workload than we're asking of you today. So we'll see you guys on Friday.